Today's feature presenter is
LaChelle Adkins, America's SuperMom.
The name of your business is
America's SuperMom Company.
Number of years you're in business is
6 years, going on 7.
Is this somebody else sharing your screen, or is this you, LaChelle, sharing your screen?
Me sharing.
Okay, good. Just double checking because it just scared me just a little bit. That's all. I'm like, I have a ghost in the machine, but it's a LaChelle. The location of your business is
In Georgia, United States.
Other organizations you belong to are?
Too many to count.
Okay, good.
And always adding more.
Okay, that's why you have 15 children. You just go big or go home.
Right.
Your family includes?
My husband and 15 children, 10 of them which still live at home.
Wow. Oh, and you were mentioning about a grandbaby.
Yeah, I have 3 grandsons.
Yeah.
And one on the way. I have another one. We don't know if it's going to be a granddaughter or grandson, but the baby's due in May.
Beautiful. Your hobbies are?
Reading, podcasting, listening to other people's podcasts, and puzzles. I love puzzles. Yeah.
Something you would love to do is?
Travel. You know, if I could travel 6 days out of a week, I would. I like meeting new people.
Also, I have the inside scoop that if somebody's connected to Oprah Winfrey, she wouldn't mind having a little cup of coffee with Oprah Winfrey.
Absolutely.
And the root of your success is?
On it.
Transparency.
So at this time for our visitors, this is the opportunity that when you are a VTEAM member, a rotation of the quantity of members, you have 8.5 to 9 minutes to present with a 1 minute time for question and answer. Please go ahead, LaChelle.
Awesome. Let me set my timer so I can keep myself on task. All right. So I want to begin by thank you for that introduction and those questions, Jeanette. I want to recognize all the business owners because it's National Entrepreneurship Month. So this is a great way for you to connect and collaborate with different business owners that are in your area or, just different places that you can connect on events and collaborate in order to move your business forward. So today, our presentation is inspired by Adeel. When Jeanette sent me the message, I was actually doing an interview with him. And so he challenged me with this quote that he told me about. So we're going to talk briefly about success. So most people know how to get rich, but do they know how to live rich? So it's also National Housewife Day, guys. So I wanted to put that in there. So what we're going to do is talk about how can we live rich? The first thing is really knowing what does rich look like to you? When we are following our own roadmap of what success, rich, time management or priority management, if you want to call it that, that is going to be the driving force to help us to be successful, because that is going to be the thing that motivates you to get out of bed, to do whatever it is that you do every day. So in looking at the word rich, we are going to break it down. I love acronyms. So the first element of this is reflection. So if you're living rich, you want to be able to have the bandwidth and the time to reflect on the things that are working for you. What are your goals? Are the things that you're doing every day in alignment with that? One of the things that I suffered from in my journey with depression, anxiety, and hospitalizations was that I was on autopilot. I didn't take that time to think, reflect. Is this leading me to point B, the road that I was thinking that I was on? So that time of reflection is really important when it comes to living a rich life. The next element is being innovative. What type of services and products do you have in your business that can help you to provide a way to stay top of mind with your clients? Are you doing the things that really makes them feel like they can't live without you? During this pandemic, many of us have had to move from live events to being virtual. If you are a speaker, maybe now you're coaching people. on how they can have confidence on camera or ways to tell their story, innovating different ways that you can service your clients because their needs have been changing as well. So being innovative is another element of living a rich life. In addition to that is clarity, clarity, clarity. This is just like the term location, location that you have with a brick and mortar. When you're clear about what you're doing, you're able to focus, you're able to manage your time, your priorities. And for me, the biggest thing that I've learned with clarity is that I'm able to determine the difference between a distraction and an opportunity. You know, you have all these moving parts, people coming to you as they see you in different places, whether it's a networking event or something that you're hosting, and every opportunity looks like an opportunity, but some of these things are distractions. So really, when you have clarity, you're able to give referrals out. You're able to connect people that need to be connected so that you have the ability to do the things that matter for your business and move you forward. And then the last element is honesty, right? Looking in the mirror and determining what are you doing every day to improve in your business, right? So yeah, you could be busy, but are you busy doing things that are efficient and productive in your business? And so the only person that can answer those questions are you. So you really want to be able to take that time to think about, who do I need to connect with? Who do I need to ask for help in order for me to continue on this journey to achieve the goals that I am aspiring to achieve? So this time I want to highlight one of our members. I want to give a shout out to Jennifer. Jennifer Lyall is such a blessing to me. She supported me on sponsoring some of my books. Here, what I do is give out books locally to moms who are struggling with their daily routine, you know, things that are just kind of putting them in a situation of overwhelm. So I deal with people that are in shelters or moms that are dealing with their children and just trying to get a handle on their daily routine. So I want to give her a shout out for supporting me on that journey. And she donated 5 of my books. And last but not least, I want to offer the opportunity to people to join me in a boot camp that I'm hosting. I will be doing this 3 times in the month of November, but it's an opportunity for you to get ahead of the holidays, for you to begin to position yourself and create a marketing strategy around the holidays that will help you to even be stronger in 2022. A lot of times we wait till the last minute for a lot of these promotions that we offer or campaigns. And with the way that the economy is going now, with a lot of shortages, people's jobs being changed and things of that nature, it's always good to prepare and be in a better footing when it comes to dealing with some of these holidays, especially when it's not going to look the same from a position of strength, rather than just trying to scramble and do everything at the last minute. That concludes my presentation. I want to thank you guys for your time. And now I'm available for questions.
Thank you so much, LaChelle. And I would say, as a true collaborator, the proof is in the slides. 2 members were brought to the forefront. That is the definition of collaboration. So thank you so much, LaChelle, for positioning 2 of our 5-star members in your presentation. We have time for 2 questions right now. Anybody have questions for LaChelle Adkins? Other than, when does she sleep? Like Adeel. That's why you guys get along so well. Jennifer, please go ahead.
LaChelle, what would you say is your biggest genius around marketing for how you help people? So kind of like what you'll be taking people through in this success boot camp. What's your genius around marketing for how you guide people through, how you support entrepreneurs?
I think the best answer to that is giving people actionable things that they can do. You know, a lot of times when you go to certain events. It's kind of like it's a secret about the things that, you know, that you can provide for people. But I think oftentimes people want to be able to do it themselves. You really want them to be their own hero. Now, they will reach out to you if they want to acquire your services or some program, but allowing them to shine themselves, I think, is the biggest thing that I'm able to provide, because I just shared that information and I feel like their success is my success.
Nice. And to be a little more specific then, is it like the social media? Is it helping them with understanding how they're communicating, how they're messaging it? If you can tell me a little bit more about what you'll be doing in this success.
Yes. So basically it is about priority management in their time. It's about how they show up in social media. It's about how they collaborate. One of the things I really dive into is mindset, because I think in my case, I just use myself as my own example. It was hard for me to collaborate. I didn't really know what that meant. It was always competition with me. And so I have learned that I can accomplish so much more by collaborating with other people and knowing how to leverage that in a way that I can get in front of more people and have a greater impact. So I think that's really the thing. It's really going over mindset, priorities, spending plan, ways that they can collaborate, and moving them forward for 2022. A lot of people don't really think about how they can plan, how they can utilize their time more efficiently, you know, in terms of creating content and creating their own campaigns rather than being under the schedule of somebody else's. So those are some of the topics that we'll be covering.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you so much, LaChelle. I encourage you all to, LaChelle is very visible all over the place, to be able to find America's SuperMom to reach out. So thank you so much for your presentation today.
You're welcome.